Well, hello, my radio friends. Guess who? it Because we are, I guess this is speaker week, so I guess I'll post another video that would be beneficial, hopefully beneficial, regarding how Dave goes about painting his tower speakers. And once again, I'm not saying this is the right way. This is just Dave's way, and so far it's worked really well for me. Um, when I get a speaker in fact, this one here I've repainted, and I have to confess, I didn't put as much darkening or much stain into this one as I would normally would had. It was kind of an experiment I did, and I'm pleased with it. But I think if I had to do it all over again, I would have gone to a different color stain, and I would have put more on here than what I did. But that's okay. Um, the first thing I do is I strip it. I get any kind of commercial spray stripper. I get it at Advanced Automotive or Discount Automotive or whatever, and I strip it all down real good. Take a brush and I brush down inside the cracks and crevices, and I get all the paint off it. Let it dry, and then I paint it. And this is a paint that I've used before. I purchased it over at, once again, Discount Automotive, or Advanced Automotive, excuse me, they changed names. Advanced Automotive. And they called it a pure white, but in truth be known, it's really not. It's kind of an off-white. And that's what you want. You want kind of an off-white. You don't want a pearl white color. Excuse me. So get a kind of an off-white color, and simply spray paint the speaker frame. Give it a good spray, front, back, the base, and the whole bit, and let it dry for an hour or so. And then the trick comes in, and this is something I learned to do here a few years ago, and it works really, really well. Is this brown highlighting that goes in here, how to replicate that. And what I do, I take wood stain. In fact, this is a stain I've used before, this dark mahogany. And I like Czar. I don't know if you guys ever use Czar stain, but they sell it locally, and it is a remarkable stain for everything. I use it for all kind of stuff. But anyway, take wood stain, a color you prefer. Like I say, dark mahogany works real well. You want a brown color for sure. And this dark mahogany, it works well. It really does. And what I do is I take the paper towel, I dip it in the stain, and then go to the speaker frame and blot it on. Blot it in on all the areas, all the low-lying areas, all the cracks and crevices. And don't be shy with it. Get a good saturation on your paper towel, because you can always wipe off the excess and get it all down in the nooks and crannies. And then after it's completely covered and it's darkened where I want it to be, oftentimes I'll take another paper towel and just lightly go over it and get off the high spots and just leave all the low-lying areas with all the stain still in place. And just bring out your artistic abilities and kind of just go over it and just look at it and think about, okay, I might need some here. And you can always add some more and wipe off excess here and just play with it until you get it where you really like the shading. And once you're pleased with the shading of the cone, then let it sit. And in fact, I like to let it sit overnight, because that way the stain has a good chance to dry. And once the stain is dry on there, at that point, I will take clear lacquer, and I've used, I believe satin is what I've used, but I've used semi as well, and spray over it. Now, I must caution you, spray the first one or two coats, if you want to call it that, very light, making a misting coat, and let it sit for 5-10 minutes and spray it again with real light misting coat. And do this probably 2 or 3 times. And then I like to give it 1 coat or maybe 2 coats of a traditional spray over. And that way it seals the stain in, and it adds some sheen to the speaker itself. it's a rather simple task. It truly is, and I've always been very pleased with the results. So, um, being it's Speaker Day or Speaker Week, I just thought I'd share one more tidbit of Uncle Dave's tricks. So, wood stain, off white, and clear lacquer. You're all set. So anyway, I hope that is found to be beneficial. I may be painting a speaker frame. I'm having one repaired as we speak. I'm having it brazed. If in fact it's successful, I will be painting that one. And if in fact I do, then I'll actually show you real time the process that I do. But in the meantime, I hope this helps. Thank you all so very much for following, and as always, until next time.